what are some signs to look for so that you can look at your friends and say, maybe my friend needs help, number one. And number two, what can they do? And is therapy always the answer? And what if you can't afford it? What are the options?
So it's important that we, take care of ourselves, but then also, like Diana said, help those around us, because if all of us grab everybody that we can and help them up as we go up and raise up ourselves, imagine what the world would be like, right? So Diana, that's a great message. So if you see somebody that is constantly, in fear, and of course having those flashbacks, and they have those memories, if you see somebody depressed, even talking about suicide, and that's definitely something that you need to intervene and help them. And there's a suicide hotline, 1-800-273-TALK. So that's a suicide hotline. When they have anxiety and worry and constant worry, they're hypervigilant, and you see something is off, talk to them. Be that voice that listens, because it's important to listen to people. Sometimes people just don't need advice. They just need your ear. So you listen to them as they tell their story and they process everything that they went through. It's important to work with a mental health professional, and I realize sometimes we don't have access to healthcare, but a mental health professional trained in not only trauma-informed care, because we can't just work with anybody. When you have been through traumatic experiences, you need a trained professional that knows about trauma and has had the specific training, because there are so many aspects and so many roots and personalities and family dynamics and so many things that superficial training will not do in this case. But if you don't have somebody, what can you do if you maybe have some symptoms, they're not severe, or you can't get access? And I'm going to tell you, first of all, you have to give yourself permission to feel. Let's give ourselves permission in everything in life. We are emotional people. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be sad one day. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to worry. What we must do is learn to identify that we're having an emotional reaction, an emotion that is kind of bringing us down. If we identify that we're having that reaction and label that feeling, I'm worried, I'm angry, I'm concerned, label it, understand the feeling. Say, I am worried right now because I haven't heard from my husband, and it's been, an hour, and typically he would have called by now. It's okay, it's normal, right? Don't stay worried, don't stay angry, don't stay anxious. And that's the key to happiness. We all can feel, but we don't want to stay that way. So identify, label, manage, and express feelings in a way that is more productive for your happiness, because at the end of the day, you need to be happy. So self-awareness, definitely identifying and managing those feelings. Meditation, mindfulness, be in the moment. And we had a beautiful exercise this morning, because when we have those intrusive memories, that's the past. We need to bring ourselves back to now. The now with mindfulness, meditation, breathing, that's hacking your physiological reaction to all of those negative emotions. When you inhale oxygen, it gives your brain the relationship between oxygen and carbon dioxide gets on homeostasis, and then you can release that worry, that tension in your body. Then imagine that you are a cup of water, and that water is a little dirty, and you want to pour a lot of clean water in that cup to get all that dirt out. So what you want to do is listen to podcasts on a daily basis, messages from a pastor, from business, from positive people that are going to give to you the gift of encouragement. So every day while you shower, listen to something. So fill that cup every day, because we only have certain capacity in our brain, all of us. Get rid of the dirt and pour in good things, good positive messages. And lastly, and to me the most important, is You mentioned gratitude. Be thankful that we have a God that brings us so much despite everything we went through. I think if we ask everybody in this room, we all have a story to tell. Some are not as traumatic, but we all went through something in life, yet we're still here. We have food on the table, we have a family, we have love, we have so much career, and we have so much to look for. Life is beautiful, so enjoy it, be grateful, thank God, because you can live again through trauma. You can be self-aware, manage your emotions, and bring yourself back to happiness by changing those negative emotions and really choosing the emotions that will make you happier. Compassion for the man that hurt you. That's better than anger. So manage those emotions, bring the happy emotions to your table, and it's a journey. It's not easy, but it can be done. Woo.
So Dr. Monica, if anyone here in the audience would like to talk with you, can they email you? How do they reach you?
My email is monica@monicaoganes.com. Oganes is Oganes. Or my social media at Dr. Monica Oganes in all the platforms.
Thank you so much, Dr. Monica. Thank you all. Put it back to Bobby.
Thank you so much. Was that helpful?
Yes.
Was that helpful? That was power packed. A lot of great stuff was discussed there.